shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option, really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters, the demise of falsely idols. Get exposed through code and morals. Ooh. Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Dances by him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
In motion goes the tight end. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to 42. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. Could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Jackson going to keep it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This pass left side to Downs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot. And in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The Seahawks first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
He's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
This is 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. A big roll of the dice
chance on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's not.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Another run with Mitchell. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. This 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Throw caught by the Flowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, with the problems they've had getting a little pull up in the first half. They've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Buchanan. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. His tremendous season passing the football, and it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Powering his way forward. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Down the right sideline. They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 79 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So when in doubt, get your money up. I put money down on all of us. On my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last long.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pitch and catch to Wilson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, but that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose you go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This time, Jackson will throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And he's good. Inside the 10. And he
is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The
extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On third down, here's Walker. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Quickly completed to the right flat. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll go on the ground.
Oh,
great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15. And they're spotted at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 8-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Come on.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Dances by at the 20. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the play back at the 44. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
No, we changed it.
2nd and 13. Jackson going to keep it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped. and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, we can repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now you put just a little bit too much heat on now. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go. Cowboy 8.
Again, he'll drop the throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Weak Woolen able to run it down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leo Chanel able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. On his loop for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish, all tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This taken in by Downs. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
At the 23-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Mustang 19.
Back to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcats.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Downs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them off, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second down, 8 yards to go. And fights through one man. And able to work his way down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 1.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case,
still going. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And the throw there is incomplete.
okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What
maybe
was that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT?
The only thing they needed to through the posts.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. And he will find his man Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. A gain of 26 yards.
Jackson to throw.
First down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage. If they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
A big game there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up.